Good. Get ready.
Are you okay?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You've gotta be kidding! You SOB! Totally not adorable. My beautiful scissors! Sorry. But... what the heck?
You're serious?
Sorry.
Hina!
Huh? Huh?
Hey! Damn! How dare you! No, I can't forgive this! I can't
Hey. It would seem...
Wait. Goodbye.
That's fine. Whew. In other words... I wouldn't have expected such... because... That's fine. And Anyway... In other words, I want that and indeed. So, shall we go? Indeed. Wrong. Right.
Thank you.
Indeed.
So,
What?
you see. But I want to be able to help. That's right. That's right. So, but still, I'm gonna do my best.
Hey. Certainly. Correct. Makoto. Hey. Now, if...
So, I want to believe in myself. Leave it to me.
Listen. That's right. Indeed. However, that's what we have to do. Correct. It's true. So then... Makoto. However, it's true. Just a second. Hey. Hey. Why? Listen to me. Just a second. So...
Leave it to me. So, I'm gonna... Huh? Thank you.
Makoto. Correct. Goodbye. What? Why is that? Whew. It's true. However... So... Correct. Makoto. Indeed. Anyway... Hey.
Huh?
Anyway... Listen to me. Wrong. It words. Indeed. Makoto.
Please!
body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time. Danganronpa.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
Yes!
I see.
Just a second.
Interesting.
Huh?
It's your fault!
What?
I won't forgive.
Ba-bum. What the heck? Come on! It's the Monokuma file! Huh? Say what? In other words, Phew! Hey, well done!
What is this?
Shing!
What is this? I won't forgive you.
Anyway.
That's fine.
What? That's fine.
What?
It's your fault!
I won't forgive you.
Stop talking. It's all clear now.
Yep!
It's all clear.
What are you saying?
Calm down. Hey. Correct. Listen. Listen to me. Hey. So... In other words... Hey. That's fine. Correct. In other words, however, it's true. In other words, it's true. In other words, indeed. It's true.
That's fine. Naturally.
Huh? Well...
So... wrong. Just a sec. Hey. Correct. So... why? It's true. Wrong. Hey. Indeed. However, it's true. Certainly.
What?
So... in other words, So, enough.
What? Come on.
Listen. So then, listen to me.
Who's there? Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
What do you want? Well...
You know? What? Could it be... How about that? got it all wrong! Actually... don't look at me! Hey, come on! Huh? What? Hey, come on! What?
What? That's fine. I see. I see. It's certainly What? So, in other words,
Hey. I see. Anyway. Hey. Correct. So... However...
What the heck?
I will forgive. Hey. Just a second. Hey. Whew. It's true. So... Hey. Correct. I see. Hey. It's true. It would seem... Indeed. Correct. It's true. Hey. I won't forgive you. Hey. So... Hey. Correct. So... Hey. So... Hey. Indeed. Indeed. Right. So it's true. Hey. Indeed. So... Hey. Anyway... That doesn't matter. So then... So then... In other words... Listen. In other words... So then, I knew it. In other words, hey.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red...
What?
Well, phew. Yes, and... I can't wait!
Just the worst.
Don't look at me! Don't be mean!
Now then. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin? We
already know who did it.
Whoa! Deja vu!
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses. It was... One of you. One of you killed...
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
It was one of you killed...
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can... It was one of you killed...
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can... It was one of you killed...
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong! Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died, so there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her. The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she won. I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, that's wrong!
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, she gave it to me forever ago.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was...
Yeah, so I must have...
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room!
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
You are arrested.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof?
I'm talking about her shining message! At the scene of the crime, she had written out... It was her dying message!
That's true! I saw...
See?
What do you say?
You just don't...
Hiro, when did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh!
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
I got it! Kyoko,
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense! I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered! Shoot! I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was—
And I can tell you when it was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out,
What I said makes total sense! I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered!
No, it's wrong! When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%! Without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. The end is nigh! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right! Show me the proof.
This should prove it! I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message, both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her! Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there... And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something. As soon as I heard that, I just knew! I knew she was gonna try and kill me! She was gonna kill me and make her escape! So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance! I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head! I hit her from behind, before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I...
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before...
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then,
If they went to the trouble of hiding, they must not have liked what was...
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
is he right, Toko?
Why would I have... Wait! That doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed him.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us if we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So...
Just tell us what happened one more time.
I don't really see why, but... I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed her Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind. Before she could...
You hit her from behind. You only hit her...
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong! If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Two?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on! How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice? With 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf. And we found pieces of a bottle.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with.
For now, just note that but originally, there were 6 bottles.
But how can you know?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common,
Now I understand! That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that in that?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? In chess, there are 6 different... What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better!
Yeah! Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko, we compared the weight of the broken... And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. There was actually more than one bottle.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case. I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head, given all the evidence,
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack.
from there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay.
It was right after I got over. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so... But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Double O! Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. Shut up! I curse you. No, no, no! It's a lie! I hate you! That's enough! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing! That's enough!
This should prove it! Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to yours.
Stop wasting my time.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just...
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up a...
Wait,
Give us the details, Toko. What happened?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there. I didn't know what she might do, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened?
Yes, And I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I then put the magazine...
But when you did, you put it back.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that.
After I put the magazine back, and when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood, and staring right at me. When I saw that blood, I fainted. Right there, and I don't remember what happened after that.
Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they...
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the...
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on! But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre!
Well then, that's that. What's wrong? Come on, everyone,
No, not quite yet.
Not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about
Odd?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's? Tell us your story one more time. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm...
Your wish is my command, darling! I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right. I remember waking up right in front of...
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre, so you smashed her head in?
You got it!
And where did the attack take
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No, it's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death...
So,
That's just another lie!
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
no, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it! Cause when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair!
Hey, come on now, look at me! I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors! There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that!
Then...
Well, are you still
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that,
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So while everything was all confused and hectic...
No. I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Kid, then? Where was she hiding?
I don't know! What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her! Thank you very much! You're lying!
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head!
And
Well, I can't imagine what...
that's because you're overlooking.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other pet killed I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot! What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other pet killed I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it? If it wasn't from Jill, what was it?
There's no other pet that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, it's wrong! According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at.
You're making me go all weak in the knee! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly.
You can...
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along!
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections. In Section A, dietary supplements.
And that's where the poison came from?
Well, that's the...
Shoot! I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that...
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be...
Yeah, so?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why. I mean...
Master!
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't...
Idiot! He just swallowed poison!
The flavor certainly makes me want to... I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure.
This is It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Understand? Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took.
No? I do remember Ogre, so maybe she
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know
For real?
evidence revealing who replaced...
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the That's the evidence you're talking about.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now.
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. And the only people here...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto... Plus, Hina's been acting strange. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on...
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just...
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She asked me to bring her that, but when I...
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought. That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once, and...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill. You still don't get it, do you? Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, what? It's too obvious.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the...
How come...
Hina.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. There's nobody else to suspect.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Right away, I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back, and because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story, first you went to Section C to get, meaning you went from Section... Can you repeat that
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I moved from Section C to Section...
No, it's wrong! You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the... Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with... Before I explain that,
New evidence?
are you sure? It was hidden inside the bottle of all people.
Just say it already! What is it you think you—
I found it had sunk to the bottom and the hidden clue was exposed. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you.
But...
Oh, you still Makoto. What, huh?
Fine. If you really do know...
Shoot! I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that.
You're right. It must... How did a shard of glass from the...
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us, shoot! What's strange is... I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get—
You're right. But before we do, there's something I'd like to...
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just...
Well, no.
Yeah.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room...
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
When it comes to that protein can,
There's not a doubt until the locked room. It absolutely...
So you're saying
Someone planted? No. It had to have been in. It had to be.
It was in there before—
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass?
Of course. It can't—
Well, those pieces, we also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it—
if that were the case...
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, but once the room was opened up, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned.
That's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked.
No, the only explanation is...
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison.
You're saying she drank it? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already.
Before we get to that, we need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab.
It was Hina, right?
What do you think, Makoto?
I got it! I think...
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about?
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that? You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it! Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow... That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was, so the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't... And when Sakura dropped the bottle, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself, but the powder still got scattered. Is there any problem with...
But why did Sakura... The only explanation is that she was looking...
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her. Shoot! Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura?
What, the killer was...
Wait, so you're saying...
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. But when you really think about it, Sakura went all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the... Shoot! And that explains why we couldn't solve the... I got it! The locked room mystery was created by...
I'm sure she locked herself in. She sat there, and the empty bottle at that point, and that was you. What? You did it to throw off the... When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door, because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle. I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. You said you were going, but your real intention was to go to the camp. Once you're there, when you left the lab, thinking about it like that.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. While everyone else was focused on Sakura. Honestly, you should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. But Hina, I know, never would have let you.
So, in order to hide this fact, as long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if that's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces.
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like...
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina.
It's not!
It is! Actually, you have to end this. You! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those... But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toka. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a near thinking he'd killed her. He took a magazine from the to that end, Toko, by writing her name. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the Soon after, she watched as Sakura She also saw the blood drip. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, this explains why they were assuming Sakura really was dead. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards, and that explains how Sakura was attacked. But even after those two blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she... Later on, the rest of us discovered that we had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. Here's exactly what happened. Is this really? I refuse to give up! The killer is you! She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote! So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the... Dreadfully wrong one. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay. My entire existence!
What did you say? Come on. What are you thinking?
Don't be mean!